Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, where we left last time. We were going to go talk to the the Storyteller. Going to give him his letters, and then we are going to head to do the last couple things in the game. We're going to siege Threshold, and then we're going to get our army, or our group to Threshold. You know, all the things. We need to do an army thing. And, why is my keyboard not working? There we go. For some reason it wasn't working for a sec there. We have our Sword of Valor that's glowing and doing crazy things. Okay, Storyteller. First, I found a page that might interest you. And... oh, here we go. The Storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's about 100 years since I returned to Golarion from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of the Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There's a description of how the purple crystal from Elushinira works, and my own observations about Rift Carver, Demon Lord Discari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart. I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I've gathered everything I need to connect Golarion with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Golarion, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more. A decade or 100 years and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine and I smile. Kinney is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kinney in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, I sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Why does Kinney try to get to your tower? The Storyteller shrugs. All of this started with an innocent joke, when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place in Golarion, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's been a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kinney tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Elushinira. I play along, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit, but deep down I start to worry. Tell me about Golarion after Earthfall. It's frightening here. Many people have perished, cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. He gulps. But my spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me. But they chose the easy path of plunder. Please continue. Kinney takes the goblet from my hands, but he is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. Not every secret must belong to the world. My friend, precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower guarding what I have created and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think, when did Kinney and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened the rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Golarion, and now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Golarion 100 years ago when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes, but instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kinney back then, but after a year I needed 2 more, then 10 more. The world was falling apart around me, and still I lingered. The Storyteller frowns. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people surviving on Golarion and realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned the idea. Oh no, I'll see it through sooner or later. It's my life's work. I can't just abandon it, but not now. Why is Kinney against opening the portal now? The Storyteller frowns. My friend thinks it's too late, that my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Golarion with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Golarian civilizations were still fighting, together we could have overcome, surmounted Earthfall's consequences. but now there is no doubt that only war and death await us after we merge planes. Kinney always supported you before. What changed? I have thought about it many times. Over the years he spent in Golarion, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. The storyteller sighs. He got old. We both understood that his life as a half-elf is almost over. I still have several hundred years to live. We realize that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kinney seems distant. The storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as given. I condemn myself for this, but I can do nothing about it. Kinney will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warmed wine to remember him, and then I'll return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. It happened. What I'd been expecting for the last 10 years. What I was ready for. Kinney, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I've only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There's no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes. But now it has become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhaled deeply, filling my lungs, and tossed the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kinney. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there's no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. Thank you for your stories. I have more pages, though. The storyteller clenches the page he brought. His voice becomes a bit younger, more energetic. Everything is ready for the merging of planes. Baphomet's runes are drawn on the floor of the laboratory. The purple flame of the heart of the tower, this is what I call the crystal now, is pulsating under the influence of secret spells. If I stop to think about it, the pulsating flames echo the beating of my heart, but I don't want to think. It took me too long to decide. If I think for a moment, I might stop. I chose the Abyss as the plane to merge with Golarion. This is the last gift to my former friend who was concerned about the imminent destruction of the plane whose fate I will tie to the dying Golarion. Truth be told, I'm not completely sure I'll succeed. There's another reason I chose the Abyss. Hardly anyone will grieve if it suddenly shares Golarion's fate. Acrid smoke of burning chemicals stings my nose. My eyes are watering. I haven't rested for several days. I take a step back and almost trip over an empty wine bottle. I came to the end of my supplies days ago, but regardless, my mind is clear and my thoughts are sharp. I stare into the heart of the tower and whisper a magic command. Time to begin. How long has it been since you saw your friend? The storyteller waves you off. A year? 2? 10? I didn't keep track. What does it matter now? I spent that time working. I checked and double-checked every line of the spells, every symbol, and I'm almost sure the merging will be a success. Do you know anything about what happened to Kinney? He's no longer of any interest to me. The storyteller's voice is sharp and unpleasant. He is a traitor. He betrayed me in our dream. The storyteller is silent for a while, moving his lips without a sound, but I still miss him sometimes. I miss the times when we were captivated by captivated by our idea and each other. When I enjoyed respect in Elishanira, when someone needed my advice and service. Who would have thought that 17 years spent in the Abyss would be my most cherished memories? Continue. Symbol to symbol, word to word, gesture to gesture, the merging begins. I feel the wind of the Abyss on my face. I can do it. I can do something that nobody else has done before. I am the last great Archmage of Kionin. But now is not the time to relax. I must keep my mind away from idle thoughts. Thoughts are also important in my experiment. My lips read one spell, my hands weave another, and I say a third in my mind. I feel pain, as if I'm being torn in half. My essence, my entire being, my identity is about to change. Filled with the energies of the Abyss, I will stop being a Golarion. I will become a new creature, a half-elf, half-demon, a stranger to both planes. The fabric of the world grows thin before my eyes. I see legions of demons gnawing at each other, ripping each other's throats. I see the minotaurs of the Ivory Labyrinth sitting around a fire, honing their giant axes. I inhale the forgotten smell of Elishanira's sewage. I hear the impertinent buzz of locusts from the rasping rifts. I raise my hand to complete the merge and connect Golarion and the Abyss forever. As if on cue, demons, minotaurs, and even locusts turn to me. They freeze before the path opener. I hear Discari whisper, sense Baphomet's loathsome grin, feel Nocticula's curiosity and attention. The demons are ready to invade Golarion, to torment and kill everything that didn't perish in Earthfall. They will degrade the remains of my world until nothing is left. Is that what I really want? My hand freezes. Do you want to stop the merging? The storyteller doesn't seem to hear you. I understand. All this time I was deceiving Kinney and myself. I never wanted to save Golarion. The perishing empires of my world are just empty words for me. I was not interested in the lives that would be lost. Life takes its course. People are born and die, kingdoms rise and fall to ashes, and even gods have their final day. Those are the laws of the world, and it's not for me to oppose them. However, not a single life passes without a trace. Not a single people disappears completely. While the memory of them lives, while their culture, language, and art remain, civilization lives as well. I never wanted to save the people of Golarion. I only wanted a handful of survivors to keep the memory of Golarion alive. When the demons invade Golarion, they will destroy the very memory of it. They will burn whatever's not burned and desecrate what can't burn. Their invasion spells the death for Golarion, and I almost destroyed something that must never perish. The purple flame of the heart of the tower burns my eyes. The storyteller gulped nervously. I carefully lower my hand, allowing the spells to disperse. The elf seems to have aged by a few hundred more years, his voice thinner. I almost destroyed Golarion. In my pride, I could have put an end to the world, just to become the path opener, to prove my title as the last mage of Kyonin, even if only to myself. I don't know what to say in my defense. We have no more pages. There you go. We helped him with his thing. We do have one more thing to do. This is going to be interesting, because we have both sides of the Lexicon and Paradox now. I just remembered this, and I don't remember where it is in my inventory. Is that it? Stupid diary, code threshold, Lexicon and Paradox. The letters written by the hand of Arilu Vorlesh appear to have a life of their own. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving towards the edge of the page as though they're planning to leap off. The commander lays the second part of the Lexicon of Paradox next to the first, and the movement of the letters becomes more intelligible. The lines of both parts now seem drawn to each other, straining to unite and form new sentences. We're going to join it together. A lyra brings the two halves of the Lexicon together, but nothing happens. No magic sparks, no extraordinary transformation. Lexicon of Paradox remains in two ripped halves. All that happens is that the lines of text begin to move before her eyes. The letters of the two halves are striving to merge into words, but they cannot. Try to compare the words of the Lexicon's two halves to grasp the hidden meaning. As soon as the commander's thoughts turn to the Lexicon's hidden meaning, the words begin to move faster before her eyes. The frenetic motion of the words brings to mind a wasp's nest that had been kicked. The words arrange themselves into sentences. The phrases begin to make sense, but it's a trap, a snare that will force the uninformed reader to set the book aside. The Lexicon fights back against the commander's efforts as if issuing a challenge. Can Elira unravel the secret knowledge enciphering within it? No, she definitely can't. There's no way we can do this. We can set it aside. It's possible we could do it in another map with Nenio present. But not this character. She doesn't stand a chance. We'll see if we can do it when we leave and go to a different area with one of our group members. Maybe we just can't use our group members' knowledge here at this particular second. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is have a quick rest. And then we're going to dimension door near threshold. It's time to move towards the end of the game. Whether or not the Lexicon of Paradox will work for us, it's entirely up to the game. We don't have the skills to do it with this character. If Nenio can do it, so much the better. If she can't, then we are going to have to just admit that we can't do the Lexicon of Paradox. It's just not going to work for us. And that's A-okay. Alright, so we have our army. It's pretty big. We also have a couple Astrodevas with us. We have a 15-size army here. We can move towards Threshold technically right now, but we're going to go kill that army because it is our job to do so. We have our Legion with us. Let's start with a good old-fashioned sword. This is just embarrassingly sad now. I'm kind of disappointed. That was truly anticlimactic. We have now killed Karamzada, and now we can go to Threshold. That's all we have left. If we look at our journal, we can't do Refuge from the present. The last steps are to go to Threshold. We can't restore the Ancient Cloak, and we have no more pages to give, so that's it. it's time to go to Threshold. We're gonna go hit up the city. Oh, we need to dimension door to last barrier. What if we move our army there? I don't think we can. It doesn't have enough movement. Let's just go in. That's fine. Do I want to enter this location? Yes, but also no. We'll see what happens when we get in here, and then we'll call it... Well, we can't call it a video here. Like, this is a very short one. We'll start Threshold a little bit. There's a lot of fights.
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Descari, the Crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
Here we are. They're coming. They're getting closer with the commander herself marching at the head. Let them come. It's been long since any brave fools challenged me, the mighty Karamzada. I'll tear them to shreds along with their commander. You won't, but that's okay.
I'll take care of it.
Kinda just, next time we rest, I want to just do this. I'd rather have 2 of these spells so that we don't have to rest as often. But anyways, we need this. And we'll put this on too. And let's go. We've saved. There's a fairly considerable demonic army here. What are those? Hell Knights? Something. They are Hell Knights and Hellrune. The Hell Knights are definitely gonna die. What the hell was that? Okay. Anyways, let's just start shooting things. That guy's have a lot of armor. Damn it, Sela. Where's Reaver? Okay, done your turn. We're gonna get some Sirocos going because, well, there goes all of our Hell Knight friends. Paralictor just did some stuff. Why is our initiative roll so bad in this fight? Alright. Don't want to get attack of opportunity, but I also want to be able to do something. Let's move up to here. Stormbolts? Did we stun anything? Not really. Okay. Get in there. We need some, we definitely need some Sirocos going on here. They have too many actions. Should have extended this spell. Man, should put haste on.
Be gone, fiend!
This fight's gonna take forever with the amount of enemies. Kyrieru. Start shooting at
Desna, guide my hand.
that one. That was awful.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
This fight's going less than good. Did he die? Man, everyone's just dying. Okay. Another Stormbolt, I guess? Some of them were stunned this time. Good. That's at least a start. We need to kill the Balor. He will do a ton of damage if left to his own devices. That's dead. Killed one, thankfully. Oh good, we just died from critical... What did I just press? Oh, I hit mass invisibility, it says here, go. Okay. Better plan. We cast haste before the fight. That way we can actually get into position with some of our people. It's very annoying moving so slow. Also, I'm not sure why Nenio is so slow. I guess she moves a normal 30 feet per round, but still. It is painful
Are you
moving
ready
her.
to move out?
Can't believe I hit mass invisibility. Move it over by 1. Okay, now let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. Staggering critical. Our Hell Knight friends come, but they died immediately. They were very useless. Could have brought more than 4, guys. Just saying. 4 is not a lot of Hell Knights. Didn't mount Upsila because I'm dumb. Nenio is basically last on the list. I don't even see her on the list. She's way down there. We missed. Well, it doesn't help if you run through all the... How did the Hell Knights even survive 1 combat if their leader, apparently the best of them, just charges through the enemy and immediately dies?
I will resist.
Like, that is abysmally stupid. Anyways, mount up. Next. And then most of them are dead now. Okay, moving in. Hit that one. Let's move Ember up and get a Storm Bolt going. That wasn't bad. There was some decent stuns there. Now, please, for the love of God, do a proper Circo. Anyone get knocked down? Doesn't appear so. Unfortunate, but not super surprising. Did a little damage. I actually didn't expect that to work. Why is the Stormbringer killing things?
Prepare yourself.
Well, that died. Cool.
The inheritor. Guide.
Come on, there we go. Yes, good. We're killing some things. It lost its size thing. Not sure why. That was a terrible attack round for us, though. Stormbolt again? Sure. We didn't stun the Merilith this time, which is apparently fine. Nothing has fallen down. Hit the Balor for a bunch. That did help a little.
Be gone, fiend!
Should go fight the Merilith, I guess. He's stunned. That didn't work very well. Not really sure what's going on with that guy, but that's fine.
Desna, guide my hand.
Come on, kill the Balor. Not close enough.
Into the fray.
Still not close enough, damn. He actually missed his attacks, which is rare.
You should have run.
Alright, that one's dead now too. Cool beans. Let's move up. There's 2 succubi to kill. Don't know if I really want to use any more spells. Maybe just normal Hellfire Ray. Some decent damage. Pass.
Fall!
Miss all of our attacks. Breath Weapon. Sparklight can fight this one. Oh, that was a terrible attack round too. Oh, never mind. It got better at the end. Double Cone of Cold on its own friends. Barely any damage to us.
Make your peace.
Move Arushale up a little.
The light.
Go take out this one. Okay.
This will hurt.
Really bad attack rolls there. Merilith is gone. That was not what I meant to do.
I will bring down the divine wrath!
Missed. Is the Galu coming in? No. It's doing weird things. I'm not really sure what's going on with its life right now.
I will resist.
The Locust was barely hurt that round.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Seela missed every attack.
Don't hold back.
Not the ideal situation. Can we charge? Yes. And we're missing every attack. Okay. How much armor does that Stormcaller have? Just move up to here. I didn't mean to move that quite that far. We didn't get to do an attack, but that's okay.
Into the fray.
We did hit it once there. Okay. Let's go behind.
Strike.
Punch that one. Maybe we do need some Hellfire Rays. Ranged touch attacks might work. I mean, yeah, 180 damage is not the worst. That did not work at all.
Eternal Rose, I call
And we
upon
missed.
you.
Do we kill the succubus? Probably. Done.
Prepare yourself.
It has so much armor. What does it have on for armor? Foresight, armor plating? Weird. Okay. Well, we just slowly kill it. Eventually we'll do a good attack round and it'll die.
You should have run.
Now it's an okay round. Just gonna ignore it. Not gonna do anything special.
Begone, fiend!
Miss every attack there. Good lord, this thing's armor. Is it
Desna,
healing?
Guide my hand.
What is healing it? I don't know. Some sort of effect.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
This will hurt.
That was a good attack round. Really good, actually. We could work for a Dispel, but I think I'm just gonna blast it instead. Hit it for 80-something damage. 70 more damage.
Fall!
One more hit in there. It's gonna heal a little.
A mere
Oh my god, it hits like a freight train. It just hit for like 100. There we go. We killed it. It hit for like 140 damage.
Beauty with your heart.
Let's just top everyone up. Good enough.
Together?
It's like the only lootable thing here too. I guess not. Succubus is also. Oh, it's just got one Felchion? Ugh. Also, these things are lootable too. Also not particularly good. I don't know why I'm picking up loot. There's almost nothing here that's worth picking up for us.
Shield me from their sight.
I'm gone.
Now, do we want to do the big sort of... Yeah, we'll do the intermediately big fight here.
Shield me from their sight.
This little fight here is, it's some...
Trust.
I remember it with the other group being... I was annoying for the other group, and at this point of the game, the other group was just a murder machine, so we'll see how this goes. It's this monster. The day we've been waiting for has arrived. Let us prove that we don't need call ourselves Crusaders for nothing. I didn't realize that it was the mongrels. Alright. So we have some allies on our side, mostly to die. Oh my god, Erebeth's here too. Who is all here? Okay, so we got... Well, we can't do it. Okay, so we got Kyr or Sire, Sewell, a mongrel, Erebeth, and Nevia. This is a pretty solid squad, I gotta say. We have to kill this thing quick. And you might be like, why? You have locusts to kill. Yes, that's true. And I'll kill the locusts with AoE things. This thing will ruin our day
Works differently.
by swallowing everyone, and then we'll die. Can I not do damage? Oh, no, I can't do any damage to the swarms with my main character. Not that I particularly need to. Yeah,
I
just attack.
will resist.
It missed us, which is good, because that would have been real bad if it didn't. Lyra would now be part of the swarm. Now, he's not very good at AoEs, so I'm just going to move him
down
too.
the divine wrath.
She does have some good AoEs, so Storm Bolts are going to be helpful here. As will be like a Sirocco, maybe. We're going to have two separate sort of combats go. Look at it. She moved. Is Reaver held? Oh, okay, fine. Here, Beth did something. Okay, super. Good job, guys. You did nothing of value this combat so far. Other than show up, I guess, and take some hits. Well, let's start destroying the swarm. Hey, the mongrel gets to go. Didn't get to do anything, but it was there. We did some damage. We are going to just go all in. It's about half dead. And just shoot.
Herself.
Desolating Nightcrawler is our primary target. It's pretty hurt.
You are beyond redemption.
Are we... Did someone get eaten? I think Arclight got eaten. No, he's right there. Okay, we're good. Everything is fine.
I call upon you.
Ember's turn. More stuns. I'm gonna kind of just move like over here. That was actually a solid Stormbolt. She still can't move. I'm not too concerned about it anymore. Earbeth, don't die. If you die, Nevi will be very unhappy with me. Because she'll blame me for getting you killed. Although Nevi hasn't been able to move for a while, so... There we go. Alright. They'll be fine.
Desna, guide my hand.
See, they all got back up afterwards.
We do it my way.
We'll cover your advance, you can count on us. Thanks. Alright, so we're going to call it a video here. In the next video, we'll continue on through Threshold towards the end of the game. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.